For me, as a therapist, the way that I look upon anger is that anger is a secondary emotion, is the mask that covers something much deeper. Our whole educational system, our whole family system, our whole friendship system is, especially for men, not to show vulnerability. For men, it's much easier to express hurt through anger, whereas for women, it's much easier to express hurt through anxiety. Although it's not written in stone and there are no absolutes. There are a number of men that suffer from anxiety as well. But I think what is very important, that they are both the masks of an underlying cause. It is true that a lot of people find it very difficult to express anger. So very often what they do is they turn it inwards and sit with it and let it, like a negative vortex, go on inside them. And of course, that can lead to very explosive internal situations that in turn need to be dealt with. And we start looking for coping mechanisms. People that disappear into drinking, there are people that disappear into sex and love, people that disappear into narcotics, people that disappear into internet or porn addictions, eating disorders. Everything is possible, depending on the size and the type of anger that they have. I believe that primarily, when we feel angry, we should acknowledge it, we should respect it, we can even honor it, but that is not by acting it out. We should be aware of what we are feeling. We should examine where it comes from, because acting out anger only hurts others and ourselves. Very often what happens when we act out anger, a lot of people start then to feel shame and blame for their anger. That leads to guilt. And guilt must always be punished. And punishment leads to pain. So the healthy relationship with anger would be to acknowledge it, to honor it, to work with it, but not necessarily act it out. What we do is we work primarily to discover what that hurt is. And it's very important to be able to always work with the root cause. Too much time in therapy can be spent in looking at the symptoms. And I think it is much more important to deal with root causes and thus eliminate the symptoms, of which anger is an expression of the hurt, I believe. So we work primarily to discover what the root causes are, helping people to overcome that. And our technique has always been the same. No matter how dysfunctional your youth, your family, your relationship has been, you can actually become the caring, loving, understanding, soothing, compassionate parent to yourself in order for you to have a better relationship with yourself. More understanding, more comprehension, more compassion, and above all, more love towards yourself, as if you are your own parent. Because what we find in our practice is that many people can be very, very good parents to their children, but they find it very difficult to be a good parent to themselves. Anger is a very valid feeling. You are entitled to feel angry. What you do with it, that is terribly important. And for as long as you remember that the anger is the secondary emotion for what lies underneath, which is the hurt that you are feeling.